What up? It's your boy Daniel Oliveri back at it again with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about my experience at Blue Man Group on Off-Broadway. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Blue Man Group is currently playing at the Astro Theater in New York City, but they also have many other locations. They are also playing in Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, Chicago, Boston, and I believe Las Vegas. If there's any other locations, please let me know, but I know those are the main locations that they're located at. And this show is about an hour and a half with no intermissions, so it's a pretty lengthy show to not have an intermission, just saying. Okay, so I actually saw the show yesterday, which was January 15th, and I saw a 2 p.m. showing of it, and I got to see it with my best friend Isabella. Shout out to her, she's awesome. And also what I'm going to say is if you're going to go see this show, I would get tickets very early because they were sold out when we went to buy the tickets. We bought the tickets around 12 o'clock, but there were only 2 seats left, which were in the 3rd row in the orchestra, and they sold out very quickly, so we were very lucky to get those seats, because I don't know what we would have done if we didn't get those seats. And the tickets were about only $100 for 3rd row seating, which was pretty good for an off-Broadway show. It's a really good deal. I don't know if you can see it on my ticket. It says Orchestra Row 105, somewhere up here. You can look for it, but yeah. There's the proof that we sat in an orchestra. There's the proof. As soon as we got to our seats, we were sitting about the 3rd row in the orchestra. And keep in mind, this theater is very small and condensed, which is very nice for a show like this because it works like perfectly. But anyways, as soon as we got to our seat, the first 4 rows in the orchestra have ponchos on the back of their chairs, like these like plastic ponchos that you put on. And I'll tell you why later in the video why you need the poncho. Basically, you get your ponchos, they're in the chairs already preset for you. So basically, I saved my poncho, by the way, it's right here. As you can see, it's literally just like a plastic poncho. That's literally what it is. I'll put it on for you. Yeah, so this is the poncho. It's literally just like a plastic poncho. There's nothing that special about it. Every person in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th row in the orchestra got a poncho because you're very close to the stage. Okay, that was the poncho. I just want to put it on to model it for you because you obviously needed to see that. So basically, after you put on your poncho, the ushers walk down the aisles of the orchestra and the balcony with these rolls of like confetti that were like this, and they tell you to tie it like a headband. So you basically, everyone in the audience tied this around their head like a headband. For some reason, I don't know why, but we did. But everyone in the audience got this. But if you sat in the orchestra in the first 4 rows, then you get a poncho, so then you're really special. But everyone got a lovely piece of confetti to tie around their head. Yes, I know. Fun. And then the show finally began, and the show was amazing. If you haven't heard what the Blue Man Group are, they're basically these 3 people that have blue paint all over their bodies from head to toe. Well, just their head and their arms, but their like body is just a black suit. It's weird, but I'll show you what they look like. You can actually see them on the program. This is literally the Blue Men. There's 3 of them. Like I said, their heads are painted and their arms are painted, but they're just like in black suits. Fun. The reason this show is so unique is because these are literally blue people that don't talk at all. So this whole show is a lot of improv, drumming, and comedy in one. So it's pretty interesting. Oh, and the reason that we needed ponchos was because sometimes when they do the drumming scenes, they pour paint all over the drums so it looks really cool. But the paint also tends to fly into the audience, so that's why the ponchos were there. As you can see from this picture, this is them drumming, and their suits like pour paint onto the drum for them. So they're basically drumming and paint's flying everywhere, and it's really cool. But one of my favorite acts was when they had these like 3 huge iPhones just come down to the center of the stage, and the Blue Men interacted with the iPhones, and they like played all these like apps and stuff like that where they did all these quick changes and they came out in the costumes. It was a lot, but it was awesome. And throughout the entire show, there was a lot of drumming, comedy. They also did a lot of audience participation, where for one of the scenes, they had this like restaurant scenario, and they brought a woman up from the audience, and they pretended to have a date with her, and it was just hilarious. The ending is where things got a little crazy. So basically, as soon as the ending comes on, these 3 phones drop down one last time, and they talk about social media and all this weird stuff that's happening in our world today, and then they like lift up, and then the blue men run into the audience and grab like this toilet paper. This is basically what it was. It was not really toilet paper, it's confetti, but still. They basically grabbed it, they ran across the whole audience, they threw toilet paper everywhere, like this, like they were throwing it and it was making a complete mess. This is the actual toilet paper that they were using during the show. Yes, it's like confetti, but this was what they were using. So basically, it was completely chaos. They were throwing toilet paper everywhere. The orchestra was going insane. There were strobe lights. I will show you a clip right now of the ending. It's insane. Let me just tell you, the whole theater was covered in toilet paper, and it was impossible to get out at the end of the show. Look at this clip. Basically, after that complete rave of chaos, the show ended. It was amazing, huge round of applause. Then, the worst part came. When everyone was trying to leave the theater, there was so much toilet paper and confetti everywhere that it was pretty much impossible to leave the theater. Take a look at this.
You can't get out of here, it's crazy. Thank you.
Finally, after about 10 minutes, we got out of the theater. And here's the issue I have with the show. They don't have playbills, which is really unfortunate because they should make them. They're really great. But I did buy a program, which was only about $5. This is the program that I showed you. I got it after the show. It was only $5, and I figured why not. It has some great clips from the show in it. And it's just nice to have because they didn't sell playbills, which they should have, but they do sell pretty nice quality programs, which I was okay with. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please go see Blue Man Group. It's playing at the Astro Theater in New York City and also in many other locations. You can go to their website at blueman.com. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Good dang bye.